Welcome guys back to another episode of Arsenal Transfer News Daily. We are back again with another episode. We've got some huge pieces of breaking news, so let's rattle through this very quickly, so let's get straight into it. First bit of news comes in the form of Alexandre Lacazette, and apparently Arsenal forward Alexandre Lacazette is set to join Atletico Madrid in a 30 million deal when Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang signs a new contract at the Emirates, with Mikel Arteta starting first team summer clear-out. Alexandre Lacazette reportedly set to join Atletico Madrid this summer should Arsenal captain Aubameyang sign a new contract. Lacazette joined Arsenal in the summer of 2017 from Lyon, but has often been one of the substitutes on the substitutes bench to manager Mikel Arteta's rival in the club from December as successor to Unai Emery, as he did prefer Eddie Nketiah in some games, which was quite surprising actually because Lacazette is quite a high-profile player. And should Aubameyang, as expected, we did reports a few days ago, sign a new deal in the coming weeks, the 29-year-old Lacazette could move to Spain and join up with Diego Simeone's side for £30 million, according to the Daily Star. Again, it's not the most reliable source in the world, but apparently Lacazette is looked to be shipped on. He might be shipped on to Atletico Madrid. Now, if it is Atletico Madrid, I'm thinking, why can't we do some sort of swap deal with Thomas Partey in which Lacazette does go the other way? That could be a very good possibility we could try. I think that could work, possibly. And that is something I think we should try and attempt. But Lacazette, he hasn't been used a lot under Mikel Arteta. So I think this is something we should definitely try and do. It will be something that would work very, very well, as it would allow Thomas Partey to come the other way. And if Mikel Arteta doesn't really prefer Lacazette, as he's been using Eddie Nketiah, because he didn't have the most successful loan over there in Leeds. So it could be something that is very, very possible. And this season, Lacazette hasn't been the greatest either. You know, he's been so poor. He's had very little goal droughts, and he went like a year without an away goal. It's not been a great season for Lacazette, especially when the season before he was named player of the season. So that is quite a dramatic downfall for him. But hopefully, maybe at a team like Atletico Madrid, it would suit his playing style a bit more in terms of holding up the play, playing up from the back. It would suit him a bit more because Arteta is looking to play more of that Man City sort of style. But you don't really have like a hold-up striker in that system. And I think that is something Mikel Arteta is trying to deploy. And I don't think Lacazette could be part of that. So that is the news that Lacazette could be leaving imminently after Aubameyang signs a new contract. Next bit of news comes in the form of Willian, and he has done an open letter to the fans of Chelsea Football Club, and he's basically saying in this letter that he has left. I will go through the letter very quickly. He starts by saying, "There were 7 wonderful years. In August 2013, when I received the offer from Chelsea, I was convinced this is where I wanted to play. Today I'm certain that it was the best of decisions. There were so many happy times, some sad. There were trophies, and it was always very intense. Yet beyond the trophies, I learned a lot about myself. I developed a great deal, becoming a better player and a better person. And with each training session, with each game and every minute spent in the dressing room, I was always learning. I'm grateful to Chelsea fans for the affectionate way they welcomed me at Stamford Bridge and their support throughout the time at the club. There was lots of criticism, which is normal, which is important though. That is both affection and criticism drove me to always give me in my all in all training sessions, in every game, to be constantly improving until my very last minute in a Chelsea shirt. Now the time has to come to move on. I'm certainly going to miss my teammates. I'll miss all the staff at the club who have always treated me like a son, and I'll miss the fans. I leave with my head held high, safe in the knowledge that I one thing said and always did best in the Chelsea shirt. My heartfelt thanks goes out to all of you, and God bless you." So it looks like a very heartfelt message there from Willian, saying that he will be leaving Chelsea. Now, Arsenal have been very, very interested in Willian from Chelsea. He is a winger. We've talked a lot about him. He is turning 32 very soon. And for me, Willian is a sort of a very quality player. Still has lots to give in the Premier League. And again, he's Premier League proven. He's an experienced player. And I think he could really, really help us going forward. And basically, this just says that his move to Arsenal is now imminent. This just should be confirmed anytime soon, because obviously if he has left Chelsea, then it would basically means that you will try and get that deal done to Arsenal as soon as possible. Mikel Arteta and Arsenal have been linked, very, very linked to him. Obviously Kia Joorabchian, who is his client, so close to Arsenal. We've talked about this so much over the last week or so. And it looks like this deal to Arsenal could be done in the next week. And I've talked too much about Willian in the last few weeks. So if you guys want more information on Willian in the past updates in the past weeks, so you can go check those Arsenal Transfer News Dailies out. And while you're there, go hit the subscribe button, as 95% of you guys are not subscribed to my channel watching these videos. So please go hit the subscribe button and turn the bell on if you want more of these Arsenal Transfer News Dailies, as we'll be covering everything on this channel. I'm away, so please bear with the audio a bit, and we'll be getting straight into our next news. But this is the news that Willian has officially made an open letter to all Chelsea fans and everyone out there that he will be leaving Chelsea. Next news is about Mesut Ozil. Now, everyone knows that Mesut Ozil needs to leave the club this summer. He's on 350 grand a week. And now this is some very, very interesting news coming out. And this is that Arsenal bosses to offer Mesut Ozil massive payoff to leave the club. Arsenal are planning talks with the highest earner Mesut Ozil, in which they'll ask the German midfielder to accept a massive payoff to leave the club, according to reports. Despite playing frequently at the start of Mikel Arteta's reign in North London and even leading their chances creating charts for the season, Ozil was frozen out after the season restarted after lockdown. The German did not make a single appearance in any competition, did not even travel with the team to Wembley for the FA Cup final, with back soreness apparently. Given his official explanation for his absences, he did go to Turkey for a holiday as well during the FA Cup final, but Ozil repeatedly made it clear he was ready to play, and his exile is believed to revolve around Arsenal's hierarchy desire to offload him this summer. The 31-year-old, who received to take a pay cut with the rest of the squad, still has a year left on his 350 grand a week wages and is prepared to stay at Arsenal even if it means he won't play a single minute of football next season. Arsenal hope that they'll find a buyer with clubs in the MLS and Turkey both interested, but so far no offers have materialised. Obviously his wages are so high and so many problems are going around with COVID at the moment, so it doesn't look like anyone wants to take up those wages. Now the Mirror report that Arsenal will be making a push to get rid of Ozil and apparently offered to pay him off, with the club hoping to tempt him with a lump that is less than £18 million he's due to earn over the next year. So what Arsenal are trying to do is basically pay him off and tell him, these are your wages for next year, get out. As another alternative, they also offer to subside part of his £350,000 a week wages if he moves to another club this summer, with the Gunners willing to forfeit any transfer fee as well. Again, if they do try and avoid a transfer fee just to get his wages off the book, that'll be around £80-90 million off the wages, which is very, very good for Arsenal. Ozil will take some convincing though, and with the World Cup winner happy to sit tight and make a free transfer next summer when his contract expires, Arsenal are in something of a financial bind due to the size of their wage bill, coupled with the fallout of the coronavirus crisis. Obviously, we did make 55 people redundant as well in our club, which we have talked about quite a few times over the last week or so. The North London club are keen to make significant additions to the squad, but need to raise funds from selling players as well as chopping their wage in order to do so. And they've made a sizable contract offer to Chelsea free agent Willian, which we have just reported, and agreeing on a £300,000 a week deal with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang means they will have to try and get Ozil's wages off the books, even if it means trying to take a hit. Again, we have to get Ozil's wages off the books. It's so key for any transfer business we do. So that is the news that Arsenal are apparently willing to pay off Ozil to try and leave the club. Next bit of news comes in the form of a potential arrival, and that is on Morgan Sanson. Arsenal inquire over a transfer fee for Morgan Sanson, with Marseille midfielder being targeted as a Guendouzi replacement. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta has set his sights on Marseille midfielder Morgan Sanson. The Gunners have made an official inquiry over the player, who could be available for around £36 million. Arteta wants a replacement for Matteo Guendouzi. His price tag is around £40 million. Sanson's contract is expected to end next year. Arteta's already snapped up Chelsea star Willian. Obviously, he's made that a letter, so it looks like he'll sign. And the Arsenal boss also plans to bring on Atletico Madrid's defensive midfielder Thomas Partey. Sanson, who turns 26 next week, is a defensive midfielder. Arsenal have inquired about how much Marseille want for him. French sports journalist Alexis Bernard claimed that Gunners have made an official inquiry about the midfielder. If you don't know, inquiry is basically just how much money they want for the player. Arteta wants to beef up his central midfield, obviously been linked with Thomas Partey, and they are going to probably lose Guendouzi, and with Uruguayan midfielder Lucas Torres set to head to AC Milan or other clubs in Italy. He helped Spurs boss Andre Villas-Boas side finish second in the French league, Sanson. This helped them qualify for next season's Champions League. Guendouzi's day at the Emirates have been numbered since he fell out with Arteta over his sending off against Brighton. He told the club he wanted to quit after his bust-up with Arteta. Sanson actually scored 20 goals in 93 league starts for Marseille. Again, for a midfielder, that isn't too bad. And they signed him from Montpellier in 2017. So that is Morgan Sanson, who I've been linked with. I haven't heard much about Morgan Sanson. You know, he is a player that apparently we have been linked with, and he does look like quite a good player and could really help us moving forward. Again, he is a young player, 25 years old. He is coming into his prime now, and again, if Arsenal do want to sign him, again, he looks like an alternative to Thomas Partey, and I just think, why can't we just get the deal for Thomas Partey done? You know, Lacazette has been linked to a move to Atletico Madrid, which we did report. So why can't we just do some sort of swap deal? If we want to get Lacazette off, try and get Morgan Sanson in. Sorry, not Morgan Sanson, but Thomas Partey in. But Morgan Sanson looks like quite a good backup plan to Thomas Partey if Thomas Partey doesn't sign. But again, £36 million does look like the price, even with his contract expiring next year. But why not just spend £6 more million and get Thomas Partey? He's a world-class class player. Morgan Sanson isn't proven at the very, very top level. So that is a bit confusing to me. But that is the news that we have been linked with this Marseille midfielder, Morgan Sanson. If you do guys know about him, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below about Morgan Sanson as well, along with the other transfer news we have reported today. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe. Sorry about the audio. I can't really do much about it. I'm trying to improve it day by day. But again, it's quite hard to do so. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.